I'm gonna show you some things to set up a proper triangle. Cause one of my buddies asked me how and is going up to compete.
All right, let's see.
So, what's important from setting up a triangle is that if you just try to finish a triangle from here, like obviously it's not gonna work. Like you have to get to you have to create an angle, and so like.
Here it is. So let's take a look at what that triangle is. So when I remove my body, where is this triangle that we're looking at? Right? Show them the triangle. Where's the space?
So the triangle's right here, and so it's like.
This is the triangle that we're looking at.
Right.
Yep.
So then, like.
When you're looking at that, you need to figure out how to close that space.
So like from here, see how the triangle just like got a little bit like, it got tightened? And then if I start like almost like going like this, it'll get loose until
it's tighter.
It's tight.
Tighter and tighter.
Like that.
So one of the big things you can do, so if you have a triangle, go ahead and get that triangle lock, right? You have a regular triangle lock. One of the things you gotta keep in mind is what? Pinching
like
the knees together.
Yeah.
Right, so when you pinch the knees together, you're also closing that space.
Like here, if I'm not pinching my knees, and now when I try to pinch my knees,
pinching your knees
like,
together. Yeah. So we're gonna go back and show that.
Yeah. You also have to like slide your foot if you want the triangle to like become
tighter,
smaller or tighter.
Yeah, because when you put your hand in this triangle, like imagine this is my neck, right? Clearly my arm is not getting choked, but as you've cut that angle and you start sliding your foot down, right? Now that this space here is super tight now. Like imagine that being my neck and both sides of my carotid artery are getting choked out. One, my shoulder, and this side is the back of his, this side of my neck is gonna be on the back of his leg over here. So it's really tight. I can't even get out. So when he puts in the triangle, an actual triangle on me, right? So if you try to squeeze right now and finish this triangle, like this side of my shoulder just isn't tight. I just don't feel it. I already feel it on this side. It's already there. All right, so what can we do to finish this triangle? Show one setup that you can get.
What I like to do is I like to scoop this leg.
What if they're posting? Right, if they're posting with his hand, right? As you're scooping that leg, you should also probably be pulling this arm through to take away that stance, right? So yeah, post or pull on the back of the tricep, right? So that helps to knock them down. So you're scooping the leg, using this momentum, the back of this leg to push, and this arm to pull. Yep, like that. It's already tight. It's already tight. But one of the problems is when people go to scoop, right? Go ahead and scoop. They can posture up and start breaking away your triangle because they were able to post up, and you haven't really knocked them over yet.
Right.
Do you feel like that's the case?
Yeah, they usually like to like almost like just.
They like to
posture
post.
up.
They're going to posture up. So to stop them from posturing up, we need to take them and off balance them and not let them use this hand as a post. So one of the things you can do, if it's here, clearly you can pull, but you're gonna see a lot of people do this, right? They're gonna be posting here, pressing, like posture up. Now you need to pull this arm through, right? Even if you have to push for a moment just to break this away, like you push away and then you pull and then cut the angle. You gotta really use this leg into push. You gotta open up this feet, yeah, like that. Now I'm over to the side. For a moment there, he had to break his legs open. This had to open up so that he can use this as the driving force, right? So even if I'm here, all right, ready to go, let's execute it, right? So we're not letting me stand. This arm's gonna stand, get there, just hold there, right? And you're gonna execute, scoop, yep, good. Now I'm posting with this hand, but it's okay, it's already done. He's trying.
Like that. There you go.
That one was probably like a slow triangle.
What do you mean?
It wasn't like super tight, but it was putting me down. You know what I mean? I was gonna
black out.
If you just held it enough, I was gonna black out. But it wasn't one of those that hits in like the first 2 seconds. You know how you feel those ones? It's like, dude, that one's tight, I'm out. You get those quick taps, and then you get those slow taps. That was like a slow tap. All right, so what if someone defends? All right, so you have the triangle, all right? All right, and then what's the defense? Ready, and go. And you try to knock it out, you put their arms behind. This is kind of like a wedge. They've got their arm behind here. We had this happen to us just this last match. We lost the match because we kind of got overexcited. And what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah, they went to here. What did you do?
So from here, what I did is that I went to the wrong side triangle.
Which is good, right? Because now it exposes them over here. Now you can start to dig in underneath here, right? You can start to dig this arm up, and now you have a shoulder. They call it a shoulder press or an udegata, man, right? And what can you do to finish? Finish, huh? Straight arm bar, yeah, straight arm bar, right? Tap, okay. But you really want to keep this lock in, right? You're trying to finish them here, like that to your side. See if you can turn. Yep. Right, and maybe they go here, and there's an arm bar still there, right? Yep, back out that way, tap, yep. So there's certain ways you can manipulate the arm. But one thing I think a lot of people forget is even if you can't get this, you're in a position where they don't have balance. So what can we do? If we're, like this is either a submission game or it's a points game, right? So if it's a points game as well, we can start going for the sweep. All right, it's sweep because when you attempt a sweep, usually they start opening their arms up to stop the sweep, and you got what you want right here anyways, which is, again, you can attack this Kimura, right? You can attack the Kimura, right? Tap, or you can go to a, right? Whatever they do, it doesn't matter. Maybe they start posturing back up and you swing your legs back the other way, right? You can kick back to the Kimura, or to the triangle. And here you are, you're stuck. Or, you went back this way, go for the sweep. Attempt the sweep, right? Make whichever way you feel. Usually the arm is this, they're gonna be posted here. We want them to take this arm out. So let's start sweeping that way, right? And they're gonna take that arm out. And once that arm comes out, you can go back to attacking it again. Right? You're back in your regular triangle?
Yep.
All right, go back to the Hantai triangle and sweep with that. Can you sweep from here with the Hantai triangle? Turn your belly down.
This one?
Yep. Right, good, see? Even there, like there was a lot of torque. I felt a lot of force there. Like I was going to get turned over, no matter what, whether I liked it or not. So you're gonna get your sweep points. And not only that, let's say you go back, you're down 6 points. Because this guy or girl or whoever decided to keep this position, they're like, all right, I'm gonna play this game. Go for the sweep. There's 3 seconds. All you have to say here is for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Right? And they're trying to roll back. And here you are. Sit here for another 3 more seconds. And they have to know this. They've got to know. I mean, most kids are a little bit slower. That's why they have their coach there. But they have to know, okay, if I just stay here, he's just going to point me over and over and over again. Right, so here's 3 more seconds just elapsed. Right, let's go. And 3 more seconds goes by, and there's some points. And then you just kind of like fall back over. And here we are again. So now this guy's like, Johnny, Susie, or whatever, get out of there. You're getting pointed on. So go for it again, a sweep. This time he posts, he's like, yeah, that ain't happening. And now the attack is on. There's a Kimura. Yep, boom. All right, or maybe you're just not really good at this. You're like, I'm just gonna switch back. He posts, you scoop under, and you post it up to the other side, switch a triangle. And now scoop the leg, topple them over. Yep. And then they get submitted. So hopefully that video caught the angles and everything, but you can practice both sides triangles, the correct triangle and then the backwards triangle, because the backwards triangle and the regular triangle lead to sweeps on both sides. Practice that out. You got Kimuras and you got straight arm bars, which are a little bit tricky to, it's going to take some practice to get straight arm bars. I mean, you may be good at it, who knows? Then you have arm bars. Anytime they try to extend away in an arm bar, once you have that triangle locked in, right, the first thing they're going to start to do is start to stack you, right? So they're going to start stacking you, right? This is the time that you can actually even scoop under, right, and start turning them before you get stacked. Because once they start stacking, they lose that ability to post out. But if they're over here stacking you, right, you have this hand that's stuck underneath their armpit, and you can attack this, right? So they start to, yep, and now there comes the triple. A lat juju. It's pretty dangerous. If yeah, it's just quick. It comes on pretty quick. So just keep that in mind. We've got angles to work on. I think that's pretty much it.
Yep.
You got anything? Good luck.
Good luck. Bye guys. Subscribe.